Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where in the world you're tuning in from. If you haven't visited the channel before, my name's Lee, and on this channel I cover food and travel, I cover technology, and I cover geopolitics. And this video is about a technology, and specifically how 5G and AI are helping the mining industry become safer, more efficient and greener. So underground mining generally is a very complex and dangerous operation, and each year there are numerous accidents and fatalities in mines all around the world. For example, from 2010 to 2018 there were 53 accidents resulting in 312 fatalities in Pakistan mines alone, and in that same period there were 171 fatalities in mines in the USA. Now, although the world is transitioning to more and more green energy, there is still going to be a requirement for coal for some considerable time into the future. Many modern coal mines do in fact have mechanised operations at the coalface, mechanised mining. However, there are many problems with these systems because these systems generally rely on cables and cameras, and because there's a lot of moving machinery within a mine, especially at the operational face, many of these cables and fibre optic links get severed, which results in the control room not being able to see the operations from the cameras that are actually taking place at the coalface. And this means that mining operations have to be restricted or even stopped while repairs are made to these cables. Other issues that this brings are that because these cameras rely on cables, at the operations centre the operators can only see single feeds from single cameras, and this makes it very difficult for them to see the operations across the whole of the coal face at one time. One other aspect of coal mining is tunnelling, and this is the most complex and dangerous operation in mining, and it actually accounts for 40% of all coal mining accidents. And operational safety for tunnelling relies on manual supervision, which is actually quite inefficient, and over 50% of all tunnelling accidents are caused by manual error. So that gives you a bit of an overview of some of the problem coal mining companies face in the safety of their workforce. So how can this be improved? How can these companies make it safer and have less people working underground? Well, the answer lies with AI and 5G technology, and Huawei have a whole solution for mining companies, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that now. 5G networks can deliver ultra high bandwidth and also have much faster upload download link speeds, and this enables the systems to be able to deliver high definition backhaul video from hundreds if not thousands of cameras simultaneously, reaching speeds of more than 1 gigabits per second. These videos are then fed back into an AI algorithm which stitches them all together into a panoramic view. This view is also very clear due to the dust removing algorithm. What you have to appreciate is these cameras are in very dirty, dusty environments, but the AI algorithm cleans all this dust out, so the operators on the surface are seeing a very, very clear picture of what's going on the coalface right across the entire coalface up to a 20-metre radius, and that is absolutely a massive sort of jump in their experience of what they previously had. Additionally, 5G networks deliver low latency, which is ideal for the remote control of machinery. Previous generations of communication had a latency that made it not possible for these remote operations to be done in real time. But now, due to the low latency of 5G, the operators on the service can operate the machinery by remote control. And this brings a massive benefit in that many of these workers previously had to work in very dirty and dangerous conditions underground, but that is not the case anymore. They can sit in a nice air-conditioned office and control the machinery, the cutting machinery on the mine face from the comfort of their desk. And together with the technology of the clear image from the cameras, which I've just spoke about, this makes the mining operations much safer and much more efficient. Additionally, 5G and AI can monitor the mining tunneling process, which, as I mentioned earlier, is one of the most complex and dangerous parts of mining. Now, unlike a human, AI and the camera feeds can monitor thousands of operations a second, and from that, if it sees any things that happen incorrectly, it can produce real-time alarms, as well as making adjustments to the tunneling process. Now, conveyor belts in mines are what transports the coal from the coal face. And often these conveyor belts are many kilometers long. They can be up to 20 kilometers long, and they require a lot of inspection personnel constantly working underground to monitor the condition of the conveyor belt. Now, if foreign objects enter this conveyor belt, things like anchor bolts, they can disrupt or even stop the conveyor belt system, and this can result in the loss of production of tens of thousands of tons of coal per day, which is not ideal for the coal mine. Coal mines run on very small margins, so any loss of production increases the cost of that coal mined quite significantly. However, with high definition video feeds and using 5G and AI technology, foreign objects can be very quickly identified on the conveyor belt, and remedial action can be taken. Notifications can be sent to monitoring personnel, and by using this AI, it can also reduce the number of personnel required to be inspecting the belt and hence working underground. Now, underground mining often uses around 1,000 different devices, half of which are offline. They all have different operating systems, different communication protocols, and produce different types of data. And it's a challenge reading and collecting the data from all of these different devices. So Huawei have developed an IoT operating system called Mine Harmony, and this allows many of these devices to be able to talk to each other. It also allows the mine personnel, the people working in the mines, to be able to connect to those devices from app on their mobile cell phones, and they can then initiate mining operations directly with the click of a button from their cell phone. So this is a massive sort of move forward in how this technology works. And then the personnel in the above ground control center can monitor all data feeds across the whole mining operation. And this leads to not only safer operation, but more efficient operation. And they're able to detect things like gas overflows much earlier and initiate evacuation of miners in that particular area in a timely and efficient manner. And this could potentially save a lot of lives. Hope this video has shown you how 5G, AI and Huawei are transforming the mining industry to make it safer, intelligent, more efficient and greener. I've learnt a lot while researching this video, and I hope you have too. Please consider giving the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and if you do like the content I produce here on this channel, consider a subscription to the channel. But as always, for now, take care.